Good morning and welcome back to Liable Zest. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates class focusing on our legs and our glutes. We're going to get into that 10-minute leg burn. Let's get straight into it. We're going to be doing a lot of work on our all fours and leaning onto our wrists. So if you do struggle from wrist pain, I would recommend you getting a short table to lie in front of you so that when we are in that all fours position or in those planking positions, you can rest your elbows on that table. Let's get straight into it, into an all fours position. Let's place wrists comfortably under shoulders and knees comfortably under hips. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, extend that right leg parallel towards the ground, and you're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lower that leg to toe tap the floor and back up, and you're doing 8 of these. That's 2 and 3, making sure those hips are aligned. 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. We're going to bring that leg to the side to toe tap, lift back up, back to center to toe tap, and that's 1. We're doing 6 of these, making sure we're keeping that core tight and keeping that glute activated to control that movement of that leg. And let's do 2 more. Back up, bending that leg into 90-degree angle, pointing that toes towards the wall behind you, and we are pointing that heel of your foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. We're doing little pulsations up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and extend and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting the other leg, extending and holding, activating that left glute. Inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Aligning those knees. 6, 7 and 8, and slowly bringing that leg out towards the side to toe tap, lift back to center to toe tap. That's 1 and 2, making sure you're not slumping into those shoulders. We've got 2 more after this one, stabilizing with your body, keeping that good posture. Bringing that leg up, bending it, heel to ceiling, into little pulsations, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. As you can see, my knees just lifting and lowering. 3, 2, 1, and extending and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping those knees down, leaning into rest position, pushing your shoulders into the ground. Walking your hands towards the left-hand side, allowing that body to stretch. And slowly back to center and leaning over towards the right-hand side. And back to center, pushing those shoulders into the ground. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. We're tucking those toes under our feet. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting our knees off the floor and hovering for 10 seconds, making sure you're bringing those scaps down at back, and inhaling and exhaling for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're bringing our knees away from each other by activating those glutes and quads. And that's 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5. Squeezing those glutes and those groins as much as you can as we're working. Last one. back to center, leaning back, knees on the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, bringing your wrists just inside of your shoulders. You're going to lift up, you're going to lean your knees back, then you're going to lean forward, and that's 1. And leaning over those hands and back, that's 2. Keeping those knees hovering off the ground, 3, core tight, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and hovering for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping those knees down, leaning back into rest position. We're going to turn over onto our backs. Well done. You should be getting a burn all the way down your quads and into those glutes, as well as your arms and core, but mainly in those quads. If you can, I want you to bring your feet right up into your glutes, and I want you to hold onto your ankles with your hands. We're going to lift those hips up towards the ceiling, and you should get a deep stretch going down your front of your quad, and we're going to release by dropping those hips, and we're going to do 3 of those, and our third one, we're just going to hold for 10 seconds just to stretch out those quads that we've just used. Lifting and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Bringing those feet slightly away from those glutes now. They are 1.5 feet away from those glutes and a fist width apart from one another. We're lifting those hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes, digging heels into ground. I want you to activate as much as you can into these glute areas. Let's inhale, and on that exhale, we're pulling those knees away from each other, back into center, into a hip drop. And we're doing 8 of those. When we're pulling our knees away from each other, please make sure that those hips don't drop. And when we're dropping, we are controlling that pelvis towards the floor. You're not going all the way to the bottom. It's just slightly down. Pelvis is 1 centimeter off the floor, lifting back up, opening those knees. And let's do 5 more. And 1. Inhale down. Exhale up, and 2. I want you to feel those glutes burning. 3, 4, and 5. Back up, lifting right leg into tabletop, extending that leg up towards the ceiling, and we're lowering and lifting, pointing those toes as we're moving. That's 2. Keeping that height of that hip. 3, 4, 5. Pushing those shoulders into the ground. 6, 7, and 8. And pushing and holding. You want to feel that burn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting that other leg, extending up towards the ceiling, and lifting and lowering. That's 1 and 2. Keeping that hip height, controlling with those glutes and core. 3, 4, 5. Pointing those toes as we're going. 6, 7, and 8, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting those hips and squeezing those glutes. Feel that burn for the last little bit, and slowly rolling yourself back to supine position. Let's hug those knees towards your chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming back to supine. Well done, everyone. I hope you felt that deep burn into those glutes and into those quads and hamstrings. It's a perfect way to get that toning into those lower limbs. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that like button, and looking forward to helping you in the next video.